Taurus, this is your energy check-in love reading. We're tuning into the person on your mind or your current situation and the energy unfolding for you right now. Let's see what wants to come through. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Taurus, please. All right, so we have the Tower, Aries, Scorpio energy. Your person showing up as the Eight of Cups, okay? They're viewing you as the High Priestess in reverse. What you're not seeing is the Hierophant in reverse, Taurus energy. And we see the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. All right, so I kind of feel like there was an unexpected ending here, or an unexpected breakup. And I feel like my Taurus, you were left without a lot of answers. The Page of Pentacles is showing me Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, that you're looking at all the details. It just feels like you want more information. The Page of Pentacles is the most prepared page in the deck. Now, don't say that to the Page of Swords, but you know, the Page of Pentacles is somebody who dots all of their I's, crosses all of their T's. This is you were investing in this connection, or you were really ready to invest further into this connection, and it feels like there was some sort of surprise. This person ghosted, or this person walked away. You could be dealing with another Taurus or Virgo or Capricorn. We have strong Cancer, Pisces here as well. So it does feel like this has been a major, major Tower moment. Something shocking, something surprising, a total paradigm shift. All right, Chariot card in reverse, Cancerian energy. This came to a full stop, a screeching halt. And I feel like my Taurus, you're left with some questions. You're left wondering why. All right, let's see how you're viewing this person. Ten of Swords, a painful ending. Now, some of you, this person may have experienced some sort of trauma or personal loss. And instead of leaning into the connection with you, or, you know, leaning into you, they may have cut you off. But I just feel like this person has created a very painful, very sudden, very confusing ending here for you. And you're viewing the connection as the Seven of Wands. This is a connection that I feel like you wanted, or you want to fight for. The Seven of Wands may also be that there's something here that you feel you really need to protect your energy from, because I don't know if you feel like you misjudged this person, but it just really feels like the rug was pulled out from under you here, Taurus. Your person, the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag energy, sexy, successful, powerful, somebody who I think you felt was, or, you know, was stepping up, but they totally switched it up on you here, Taurus. Let's see why that is. Or let's see what the Oracle cards have to say. My heart goes out to you, Taurus. I know this isn't easy, or this hasn't been easy, but you're in the making. I almost feel, too, this connection felt like it was going somewhere. It was going to be something. You're entering a new reality, opening up to new levels of you and where your best self exists. It's your time to shine, so don't hold anything back. Okay, so a lot of my Taurus, this may also have coincided with a glow up of yours. This may have coincided with a time where you felt like, you know, things were getting better, where you were looking good, you were feeling good. You may have been getting more attention or reward or recognition at work, or just like, you know, going through a bit of a glow up. We see honor your ancestors. Learn how to connect to your ancestors so you may receive their guidance in your life. Okay. There's a happy ending here, Taurus. Though it may not seem like it now, you will accomplish far more than you could ever imagine. Your story will have a happy ending. Now, that can be with this person, but it can also be that this may have been divine intervention here, Taurus. Some of you, the path that you're on, this person could not accompany you. And it could be a path to some wild success with finances, abundance. It could also be another relationship. And I know it doesn't feel like it right now, but your story will have a happy ending. Spirit saying the call of the void, Taurus. There's a candle in your heart ready to be rekindled. All you have to do is acknowledge the void so that you can heal properly. Okay, so this is about taking time to heal. But I still feel like my Taurus out there, you really do need some answers. They walked away and they walked away suddenly, or they sabotaged this connection. Why do we have the Eight of Cups here, please? Yeah, it's like they cut you off. They stopped communicating. They weren't honest about something. Death card energy in reverse. Now, this can be that they fully haven't let you go, even though it certainly seems like it. But the Death card energy in reverse can also indicate a bit of an insidious, sneaky, secretive energy. And that's something that we really do need to be aware of here. Scorpio energy. And we see the moon, secrets, Cancer, Pisces energy. You know, I almost called you Cancer, so some of you might be dealing with a Cancer or somebody who embodies that energy, but we have strong Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio coming through. This person was keeping secrets. What I want you to know, though, Taurus, is this person is not going through the best of times right now. Now, again, I mean, I don't think you really need to know that, but it might be consolation. I don't think this person is particularly happy at this time. So I don't know if it's like the grass definitely wasn't greener on the other side. We'll see. And that could be in another connection. Or it could just be that this person is having some serious doubts about the decisions that they made. They could have also been reacting to some sort of trauma. Okay, that's just for a select few of you. Like, I don't know if they lost somebody close to them. You know, they lost a job. But it like, there is, for some of you, that is the case. But instead of leaning into you and leaning into the connection, it's like they cut you off here. The High Priestess in reverse, Cancer, Pisces energy. I do think this person has access to you still in some way, Taurus, even if they're not communicating. So they may be checking in with friends and family. They might be looking at your social media, maybe even through secret accounts and things like that. Justice card energy in reverse. They know that this was like the rug being pulled out from underneath you. They know that this was unfair. They may have felt the connection was imbalanced. This person may have been a little bit triggered by your up-leveling, Taurus. I don't know if you just started making a lot of money, or you went through a major glow-up, or a combination of those things. But this person may have had deep, secret feelings of inadequacy here as well. But I think they also realized what they did, how they behaved, how they ended things here was not fair for you at all. It's not what you deserved. They're watching you. They're spying on you. And the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So they see you working towards financial independence, abundance. They may feel like you still are attached. I mean, for a lot of you, this was something very recent. And the Magician card, Virgo, Gemini energy. This person, they're thinking about communicating and taking action here, Taurus. Let's see what we need to know about them. Because this may give us the clarity about like the type of person they are and what they actually did here. All right, so we see damsel energy. Understanding the nature of healthy romance inspires you to rely on yourself. So this person knows what a healthy connection looks like, feels like. They may have felt like there was too much codependence in this connection. They may have felt overwhelmed by that. Maybe they felt they were too codependent on you. Maybe they felt you were too codependent on them. So they dipped. I mean, not particularly emotionally mature, but that's the case for some of you. And we see gambler energy. Some of you, this person may have a gambling problem. But for others of you, this person has a willingness to follow their intuition even when others doubt you. Yeah, but I think they're doubting their intuition at this point in time. You know, even though this card came out in the upright, which is usually a positive sign, you know, this person is intuitive. They follow their intuition, don't really care what other people think. But I do kind of feel at this point in time they are doubting their intuition here with that moon card and the death in reverse, because it's like they haven't fully let this go. Let's see how they're viewing you, Taurus. They see you as an artist. They see you as expressing a dimension of life that's just beyond the five senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. So they see you as creative. They see you as, not superficial. They see you as, somebody who also is not afraid to sort of march to the beat of their own drum here. Mystic. You revel in the intimate union with the divine, so they love your spiritual side. They see you as spiritual. I'm kind of getting this energy of this person kind of realizing that you're one of these people walking around who's protected by angels, protected by God, protected by spirit guides, ancestors, most likely. And, when there's somebody walking around in the energy that you're in, Taurus, people who do wrong by you often experience very tough karma. And I think this person is feeling that right now. I think they're experiencing some karmic justice here, or where they normally trust their actions and their decisions and their intuition. It's like they're not. Because you're the type of person that's spiritually protected, in alignment. And people don't get away with treating you the way this person treated you without experiencing some sort of karmic backlash, is what I'm getting. All right. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean like bad things are happening to them, but I definitely don't think that this person, this wasn't as clear or as clean cut as they thought it was going to be. And I think they're realizing that. All right. Hierophant in reverse. All right. So this is the reason for the breakup. This is in the hidden position. So let's get into this. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Taurus. Why did this happen? Why did this happen? Knight of Pentacles. This person thought they had everything mapped out. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Feelings of inadequacy. I think your person felt like they were out of their league here, Taurus, or they started to get intimidated by you entering this new reality, by you getting more attention, by you going through a glow up, you being healthier, you making more money, you being in alignment, you being on your path. That reflected back something to this person where they felt like maybe you evolved past them, whether you did or you didn't, or whether you felt that way or not. The World card energy in reverse. They felt like the gap was too big between the two of you. That there were too many differences. Hierophant and the World in reverse can also be like, we're maybe not so compatible. Because I think you started to change in the best possible way. And I think they felt they couldn't keep up, or that it exposed their inadequacies. And not everybody can stand in that light, Taurus, and be comfortable. Most likely they started picking little fights. Maybe they started criticizing you. But this person was feeling bad about themselves. And that is a huge testament to their insecurities here. Ace of Pentacles energy in reverse. Now this can be a yes, but not right now. So for some of my Taurus, this is a timeout. But for others of you, this absolutely is a missed opportunity, but it's for your protection. Strength card energy in reverse. Building up strength and courage to heal things, to find stability, and the 10 of Wands. So what I think, Taurus, you may have somebody here who wants to come back around because they are seriously regretting what happened. They're experiencing karma they didn't think they would. But what I'm seeing is their ego ran the show. I think they sabotaged this connection. They're receiving karmic justice. They want to heal things. But I'm seeing my Taurus... for a lot of you, you may be evolving past this person, or maybe you already have, because it's like you can't unsee how they acted or how they reacted to your success, or you can't unsee what they did here because it's created a fissure. And that fissure has led to a lack of trust, because it kind of feels like everything was going really great and boom, they walked out or they disappeared. And you're like, how can I trust that whenever, because I feel like you don't have a really clear understanding as to why they walked away or why this happened or why they sabotaged this connection. And it's like a lot of you, if you go back to that energy, some of you may be able to heal and repair things. I mean, they certainly want to. You might be a little bit unsure about it, but you may give this some time and see how they come back around, provided there weren't any deal breakers. But what I'm seeing is that for a lot of you, you cannot unsee this. And going back to an energy like this is like, you never know like when they're going to flip out or when they're going to start feeling insecure, because I feel like you were doing everything right. We see the Magician showing up in reverse. This is somebody who feels like they couldn't keep up. Temperance energy. This is somebody who made an impulsive emotional decision without really thinking it through, even though it feels like they were super convinced that they were making the right decision here. All right. Let's see what we need to know about this person. Let's see if this person is worth giving a second chance to, Taurus. What do we need to know about this person? Boiling point, yeah. They were holding something in. And I think it's insecurities and feelings of inadequacy. They were holding something in and it came to a boiling point and boom, they blew everything up. Changing because things were changing. Maybe you were changing too quickly, but not for the better. And like what I get, Taurus, is like you were acting above board. You didn't like change how you felt about them. You weren't changing how you were treating them, but you were internally changing for the better. And that triggered this person. Yep. Shocking. I think this person is, look at that, seeking guidance, possibly getting readings about you, asking for help and guidance from friends, family, maybe even in therapy. Because they're going through it behind the scenes. They're also spying on you. They're also seeing you change and continue your glow up despite this, despite this setback. Let's see what else we need to know about this person, Taurus. Self-absorbed. So they couldn't see past themselves, right? Excuse my language, but this is somebody who really, really had their head up their ass, okay? And now that they've walked away and they felt they made this right decision, they're like, what was I thinking? Supportive, all right? And irresponsible. So for some of you, this person may have really started off as supportive of you, but it's kind of like when you surpassed them, Taurus, or you started really like gaining momentum, whether it's in your career or your glow up or your spiritual journey, whatever it is, this person felt like they could no longer keep up and they started acting irresponsibly. Okay? Passion. Now, I do think this person is still physically attracted to you, but with the passion showing up in reverse, I do kind of feel like you may have noticed some changes in their affection towards you or even in the bedroom, but it's not because they were less attracted to you, Taurus. It's because they started feeling inferior, like they couldn't keep up here. And Taurus, this is just a really strong reminder that you are not meant to dim your light for anybody. You are meant to be on this path. You are on the right path, and the right person is going to support you, and they're going to, help you along, not chip away at you, not dip when you need support. All right, so let's see what else we need to know. Children are important to this partnership, so I don't know if you have children together, but when this card comes out, it's about whether or not you want children, but more so what you want to build in the future here. And some of you, this person has some growing up to do, but look, you've already learned the spiritual lesson. You're in this energy of mastery. This person is now secretly yearning for you, and we see passion. Try something you've never done before, but I think you're passionate about the path you're on, Taurus. And I feel like it feels like such a shame that this person couldn't share that with you, didn't have the capacity to be supportive or share that with you. All right, and we see vulnerability. You can be completely open with this person. I think you were very vulnerable to this person or with this person. And I do think something here has shifted. Now, of course, it depends. I mean, some of my Taurus, you do want to work things out. It might be a yes, but not right now energy. I won't let you down is what they want to say to you. So if I want to tell you how I feel, I won't let you down. They're going through an aha moment here for sure. and we both know I'm not the one for you. But see, I don't think you felt that way. I think this is just this person's insecurities. And I know that I crossed the line with you. They know that they messed up in a really big way here, Taurus. And they have major regrets. They have major regrets. What is it they would like to say to you that they may not be able to articulate? What is it that they want to say to my Taurus that they may not be able to articulate here? I still love you. Your words linger in my mind. Yep, absolutely. I'm reminded of you constantly. Some of you, they see you online, or they get those, photo reminders. And the grass wasn't greener on the other side. Now, I don't really feel like this person left you for somebody else. That's not really the energy I'm getting. They left because of their own insecurities and inadequacies. You inspire me, but this is also them feeling like you had the upper hand here. You made changes that maybe they weren't capable of making. Some of you, you got clean, sober. Others of you, you decided to change your financial situation. Others of you, you started your own business, or you made healthy changes. You started going through a glow up, working out, eating right, whatever it might be. But it intimidated this person. They weren't able to keep up is what I'm getting. And now they have major regrets. Their future actions towards you, Ace of Cups energy in reverse, throwing themselves a pity party, not communicating, protecting their energy, staying in silence, okay, feeling imbalanced, inadequate. Eight of Coins. This person's not ready to put in the work. This person needs to throw themselves a pity party for a little bit, Taurus. And, you're obviously going to decide whether or not this is something you want to hold space for or not. But for a lot of my Taurus, I feel like your life is really speeding up. And like I said, I feel there's a lot here that you can't unsee, even if you love this person. But it doesn't mean it's, you can't repair this if you don't want to. Let me say that again. This doesn't mean for those of my Taurus or in the Taurus collective that want to repair things, it doesn't mean you can't. But it's just telling me here this person is not ready. And some of my Taurus, like I said, you just can't unsee certain things. And you may even change your mind about how you once felt about this person. All right. Observe right now. Don't interpret. People's actions speak louder than words. Respond from regulation. Act once your nervous system is settled. So if you're still feeling like you're reeling from this, or you're still feeling dysregulated, it's not the time to act or send messages. Right now, choose calm over urgency. Okay? And pause before you act. Because I do see some of my Taurus, you do want to come towards this person. You do want answers. You do want to know. But give yourself space before responding. All right? And stay grounded, Taurus. Because this person's actions are going to show you who they are. All right? I'm going to leave it here, sending you love and light. Take care.